Leon Panetta, the defense secretary, has lifted a ban on women fighting in the front lines. So this means that as long as they qualify and undergo physical tests, women in the military will be able to fight on the front lines. So this is something that women have been fighting for in the military. Right now, we have about 250,000 women fighting our wars in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Yemen.
It's about 14% of the force.
Yeah.
And now you can fighting for that in the front lines. Now, it doesn't happen immediately. It is actually going to take a while to implement, and they're supposed to get reports back on how the Army and the Marines are going to implement this. Now, the Navy and the Air Force already do this because they've already got pilots that are in the air that are women. That's basically the front line in their field. So now, you know, I'm a little unlib on this one, and you and I have had discussions / debates on it a little bit. I just don't want people to get PC about it. So if a woman can do that job, should she be able to do it in the front lines? I say yes, of course, right? But just don't there's going to be a temptation to loosen standards because people will say, but wait a minute, only 2% of the people in the front lines are women. Is that discrimination? Look, you got to be able to do that job, and I get it. In Iraq and Afghanistan, everything's front line anyway, right? But let's have clear standards.
One thing that we don't mess around with is our defense and our military. And of course, this comes with a number of conditions. It's not like they're going to say, all right, women can fight on the front lines, Anna Kasparian, go. Right? Obviously, yeah. I am weak and I am not well equipped to do that, right? So they will have to undergo rigorous testing. They have to prove that they are as, physically ready, just as physically ready as men to fight on the front line. So it's not like any woman can go do it. So, and look, I'm not going to be PC on the issue because it's the truth. Men are physically stronger than women are, right? There are some cases where women can be stronger than men, right? If they go through intense training, whatever.
I mean, not me, but yeah, other men.
Just calm down. Okay. And in this case, of course, the conditions are, they're obligated to maintain America's effective fighting force. They would set up a process that would give all service members, men and women alike, the best chance to succeed. And they would preserve military readiness. Okay,
now, look, putting kidding aside, bottom line is if I'm in a war, I want somebody who can do the job, right? And so on average, men might be stronger or bigger than women, right? But that doesn't mean a particular man is going to be bigger or stronger than a particular woman. So if the person who's more capable in that case is a woman, then I want her next to me. Like, so why would I arbitrarily want a weak or smaller guy or whatever? And then, I don't like using the words weak and strong, but just capable physically. I'd rather have a person who's physically capable who's a woman than a person who's not physically capable who's a guy. Of course! So don't get me wrong, I'm not being an idiot about it. I guess I'm being proactive, and I don't know if we'll ever have to deal with that issue. But I'm worried that at some point they're going to say, well, if you look at the numbers, women aren't represented well enough, so let's play around with the standards. And I don't draw the line here. I agree with what Panetta is doing. I would draw the line over there if we ever got to that line.
Okay, well, we haven't gotten to that line, so this is good news. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I wish that no one would have to fight on the front lines. I mean, we're in these wars that we shouldn't be in. And, because of the military-industrial complex, we're going to be in this perpetual war. It's never going to end. No. So that I'm not happy about. But the fact that there is a little more equality in the military makes me happy.